People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a warm-hearted person who loved me till the end. People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a one-boy, cuddly toy, my up, my down, my pride and joy. People, let me tell you about him. He's so much fun. Whether we're talking man to man or whether we're talking son to son, 'cause he's my best friend. Yeah, he's my best friend. La la, ba da 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 ya, ba da 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 ba, ba da 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 ya, ba da da beep beep, bo bo bye, rubba dubba beep bo bye.
The goal of the final project was to design, build, and test an autonomous competition machine which could collect programming modules before opposing teams, deposit pills in the red zone, retrieve Morpheus from the Matrix when the barrier drops, and defeat the Sentinel by removing it from the home zone. This autonomous machine would need to be able to complete these tasks more accurately and more quickly than opposing robots in order to score the maximum number of points and win the competition. Reliability, speed, accuracy, and safety were integral in order to create a winning machine. In order to achieve these goals, we created a CAD design to evaluate a variety of subsystems before beginning to build our machine. Here you can see our final CAD design for our competition machine. It is composed of 3 primary subsystems with 3 scoring objectives, both scoring and descoring pills, collecting programming modules, and retrieving the Sentinel. Our team's primary focus was placed on scoring and descoring pills, as placing the pills in both red zones provided the largest scoring opportunity in the competition. The pills will be placed in a PVC tube mounted to a wooden platform, which utilized a drawer slider delivery mechanism to reach the Matrix. The pills would be released when the solenoid mounted to the top of the tube retracted, which would be triggered by the long arm switch mounted to the underside of the platform.
So another cool feature of our robot that we were able to come up with and build was our stopper, so that released our robot out to the middle at the start of every match. It's basically just a pneumatic piston with a piece of wood attached to it, and then another vertical pin going down through a hole in our system. So basically when that piston shot up, it also brought the pin upwards with it, and out of the hole in our entire system came down. That was a pretty cool device that we came up with, and it actually had a pretty good success rate.
To maximize our chances at winning, our team also decided to create a descoring mechanism to deny other teams the ability to gain points from pills. We did this by mounting zip ties to a motor on a swinging mount system, which can also be seen in the CAD. For collecting the programming modules, we designed 3-part arms which would fall behind the modules when pushed by the actuator near their base. They then retract when the actuator retracts and pulls on the strings connected to them.
Our alternative designs were made up of different sub-functions to complete the main tasks. For example, one of the alternative designs has a rotating wheel to release the pills, while another has 2 pipes to release pills at different times. Another example of one of the designs has a Sentinel pushing mechanism, and one of them has a ramp to retrieve the Sentinel as the center mechanism retracts. The largest difference between each of our designs was the arms to retrieve the programming modules. One of our designs had a T-shaped hand that would spring open after they were released and land in the middle of the 4 modules. Another design had an L-shaped hand that would land to the side of the innermost module and was long enough to hit each module. Our third alternative had a similar L-shaped hand that would spring open to make the hand longer in order to hit all the modules.
An evaluation matrix was used as the primary tool for selecting the best conceptual design. The evaluation matrix scores each conceptual design based on certain criteria. The selected system received the highest score in terms of simplicity, stability, structural strength, reliability, and many others. Despite receiving an unacceptable score for the ability to retrieve Morpheus, the system earned a score of 291 and was selected over the other concepts. Bud the Bot performed as expected for the majority of the rounds. We finished in the top 8 in the competition. We placed first in 5 out of the 6 rounds that we participated in. This is an impressive feat considering the team that won the competition only finished first place in 2 rounds. Our average score throughout the first 5 rounds was 95 points per round. Our D-scoring system was very effective. The average of all of our opponents' scores was 15.8 points per round. In the semi-final round, our machine released pills into the blue zone, which caused us to lose the round and get knocked out of the competition. The source of this error was unknown and never occurred during testing or previous rounds of the competition. At the end of the day, our machine was very capable of winning the competition, but happens.
The major design improvement that could be made is to add a system to retrieve Morpheus. Given the limited amount of time to build the system and lack of points earned from retrieving Morpheus, we decided to ignore this part of the competition to focus more on the pills. If we were given more time to work on our machine, adding a subsystem to retrieve Morpheus would be the biggest improvement that could be made. Other than that, repeatedly testing the machine and fixing any minor issues that we encounter would be the best way to improve and perfect the machine.
What's up, guys? Dylan and Jalen here. We just want to say thank you for watching our video.
Just want to say thank you to Dr. Rashidi and Insung for having such a great class. ME 2110 was a lot of work at times and pretty difficult some weeks, but I think in the end we came out with a net positive experience.
Yeah, we also wanted to just thank our classmates. You guys were really cool. It was awesome meeting you, and just good luck in all your future endeavors. We also prepared like a blooper reel of just some silly moments when filming this video, so we're going to run that now. Hope you enjoy.
I'm not dropping the robot.
To drop it down the stairs.
It's not going to look like an accident if I drop it. It's going to look like it was on purpose.
Oh, fuck!
So when designing our system,
Stop rolling around.
The major design improvement that could be made to add, is to add. Okay. Be made is to add. Okay. The design. That's okay. Skip the word made.
Morpheus.
Morpheus.
Morphous.
Morphous. It's a Morphos.
Wrong one.
This is scene 2.
The thing with the little this, concept evaluation.
Talking.
I'll give him a little cut. This is Bud the Bot's performance. Bud the Boogie.
People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a warm-hearted person who loved me till the end.